So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Hey, and good Wednesday morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into In the Booth with Earl Hall. Make sure that you check out the brand new website, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. Lot of free stuff being given away over there to the voiceover artist that is looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. Look, today we're going to talk about dealing with difficult clients. You know, if you've been in business for 2 days, maybe you haven't had to deal with a difficult client if you've only been in business for 2 days. But if you've been in business for 2 years, let's put it that way, maybe even 2 months, maybe even 2 weeks, you've had to deal with someone that, let's just put it bluntly, is irritating as hell. And you're beginning to think that it's just not worth the effort. And when you start feeling that way, let me just tell you, when this thing that we love, that is being voiceover, becomes something that is irritating, you've really got to evaluate what it is that you're doing. And sometimes that may mean saying no to money. And I've done it more than a few times over my career. Whether that's dealing with a client that doesn't know exactly how to articulate what it is that they need and want, whether it's a client that is looking to get the world and not have to pay for it, or whether it's someone that is nickel and diming and trying to just intentionally or even unintentionally make your life that much harder. You know, there's a slew of different reasons why things happen. We don't know what someone's going through in their personal life. You know, someone may have just cut them off this morning or whatever on the highway, whatever. A ton of things could be going on with the people that we have to deal with that are called clients. But here's the good news. You get to choose. That's right. You get to choose. There's one thing that I've done consistently over my career in voiceover, and that is firing clients. Basically just not accepting any more work from them. Or consistently, you know, I do this about once a year, once every other year, is I raise my pricing slightly. And that takes care of basically my bottom 10%, 5 to 10% of folks that don't want to pay higher, but it opens up those spaces for me to acquire new, higher paying clients. Here's the thing. When you're dealing with a client that is extremely difficult, the thing to do is completely be gracious. The philosophy that I take with dealing with clients, good or bad, is that I want to make sure that they get what it is that they want. I don't want to show them any frustration. I don't want to show them any lack of enthusiasm or, you know, acting like I don't want to deliver what it is that they want during the entire process, and specifically speaking with an irritating client. Through the entire process, my whole thing is to make them feel comfortable. My whole thing is to make sure that I'm delivering what it is that they want, within reason, of course. You can't have the world, you know what I mean? You want to, in all cases, underpromise and overdeliver. So I don't mind doing those types of things. But the whole time that I'm working with a client, I'm looking for future business, of course, the same way that you should be. But if that future business is going to mean that I'm going to get, you know, a phone call, and I may be in studio not able to answer the phone call, so I get a voicemail message. Then I get an email saying the same thing that was in the voicemail message. Then I get an instant message pop up from this person trying to track me down or whatever when we already have a scheduled appointment coming up. So the thing about dealing with a difficult client, if I see the handwriting on the wall, if I see that this is going to be an impossible thing to do and maintain my sanity, that will be the first and the last job that I do for that client. And if I get emails, if I get phone calls from them in the future asking for more work or whatever, I'll still take those calls. I'll still take those emails, but the pricing that I give to them will go up because you've got to consider the hassle factor. That's what I'm calling it. The hassle factor. You've got to consider that. But the main thing that you want to worry about is this going to be what you actually want to do? Because your life as a voiceover artist does not have to be difficult. This is your business. It's your career. It's your time. And you get to spend it the way that you want to spend it. And if it's going to be uncomfortable, if it's going to be irritating, then it may be something you just don't want to do. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this edition of In the Booth with Earl Hall, dealing with difficult clients. Make sure you do check out the website, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. You guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Grind and don't quit.